What's going on, guys? Scott Simon here for Players Guild, your guild master. I'm joined by Loki Smith, and Loki, you were on it. You downloaded these cards. I have yet to look at them, so this is going to be my first reaction to the black cards of today. XENO Shadow Dragons. Let's get it.
I'll leave all the cards to you today because I've already read them. When there was a leakage on Thursday. God, it's been already 2 days. So
Man,
they were leaked very early by accident.
I was in therapy. I missed them, and then I decided to stay away from them. So let's get into it. I'm excited to see.
There's your leader, the leader with blocker.
Ooh. Okay, so we have Shenron XENO from the Dark Empire. So he's a Shadow Dragon. He's got 10k base, looking very swole.
Looking very upset. His mouth is a weird shape. He looks a bit like Mr. Popo with his mouth.
When you activate a Shadow Dragon extra extra card from your hand, and you and your opponent place the top card. So you and your opponent place the top card of your decks in a drop. So a bit of mill.
Mutual mill.
Mutual mill.
This is what I was talking about yesterday. Remember when the card that lets you ponder the top 3 cards of your deck?
Oh, so then you can decide what you want to mill. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. The fact that it's got block is still weirding me out. Choose one black Shadow Dragon card in your hand and discard it. When this card attacks, draw one card. Then switch this card to active mode at the end of the turn. So then then the block's live, right?
Yes. So to draw, you need to discard, and then it's going to be live.
Yeah, so to draw, you have to. I wonder if there's stuff that activates and drop them for these Shadow Dragons. When your life is at 4 or less, or 7 or more black Shadow Dragon cards are in your drop area, you may draw one, switch up to one of your energy to active mode, and flip over. So what do we flip over into?
So for the starters, I'm just going to point out 7 or more. It doesn't need to be different.
Yeah, any Shadow Dragon, right? Like any black.
Black Shadow Dragon cards. And there are Shadow Dragon extra cards in this deck.
Yeah, this is such a funky archetype, man. This is already off to
I'm in love with this archetype. That's what I'm going to tell you. And this one I've only actually seen when you sent it. Resonance of Shadow.
What? That's insane. That is an insane looking leader.
Yeah.
I need a pre-release stamp of that bad boy now. So this is a blocker again. When you activate a Shadow Dragon extra card from your hand, your opponent places the top. So then it becomes mill for your opponent.
Yep.
When this card attacks, draw a card, and then this card gets 5k power for the turn, and then switches to active mode. So 20k. So it's 20k on swing.
And 15k on block.
15 on block. Yeah, that's fine. Activate main battle once per turn. Spirit boost. Choose up to one Shadow Dragon extra card in your hand. Activate it. Activate main battle skill without paying its energy cost. Okay. We'll see where this goes. Overall, I'm very excited. I like the concept. It's very different.
Of course, when we're going into Spirit Boost, we do need a Unison, right?
We do. Oh, that's what the Towa was for! Oh! This makes so much sense now. This is so cool. Run us through it.
If you want to. Towa, Resonance of Shadow. Just a Unison 10,000 power. When your leader card activates a blocker skill, place the top card of your deck in your drop area, then add a marker to this card. So build a markers like that. +1. Draw one card, then choose one card in your hand, and up to 3 Shadow Dragon extra cards in your drop, and place them at the bottom of your deck in any order.
Love that. That's beautiful.
And -7, if your leader card is a Shadow Dragon card, choose up to 7 black Shadow Dragon cards with different character names in your hand and or drop, and play them.
Oh, I love this! Do you know what this reminds me of? When we were first getting teased about Unisons, and it was like I think there was a really early promotional thing that was like, it's like having a second leader. This fits that bill.
Yes, because this essentially does, the ultimate actually feels like an ultimate because it does what Sin used to do in yellow.
I love this. Like, I'm already on board.
So
This
that's
is
why leader has a
fantastic.
blocker.
That is crazy. I am so hyped for this, man. So let's see these bad boys. I need to see them.
No, before we're going to see the bad boys,
Oh,
there is
okay.
an important card you need to see, because how do you get Shenrons?
Oh, Dragon Balls. Ooh. Okay, so this gets a Shadow Dragon in all areas, so that's the ball. Oh, so it's one energy, negative energy explosion. Activate main battle. It has limits, so only once per turn. If your leader card is a Shadow Dragon, I guess you can use it in your opponent's turn as well.
Yeah, because of activate battle.
Yeah. If your leader card is a Shadow Dragon, look at the top 7 cards of your deck and then choose one. Add one Shadow Dragon extra card among them to your hand. Then shuffle your deck. If you don't have a Unison card in play, play up to one Towa. Oh, so specific. That's twice we've seen this now. That like cards that specifically name a card.
So what's interesting here is you first look at the top 7 and only then decide what you're looking for.
Okay. Oh, so if you don't see the Towa, you can just be like, oh, I'll grab
Yeah.
this. I like this. I like this a lot. I really like this a lot. Are we gonna get more extra cards that have Shadow Dragon than just the Dragon Ball then?
So
Or is it just stay and find more Dragon Balls?
the next one is the one that we've seen in a
The teaser, right? It
yes.
was like without the text on it.
No, it was with a text. That's one. That was the one that had a text.
Okay, so run us through this one then.
So it's a 3-drop Sin Shenron, Power of Darkness. Double strike, auto 20,000 power. Sorry, double strike, auto limit once. One black energy. If your leader card is a black Shadow Dragon card, when you remove a marker from one of your unisons using a Spirit Boost, play this card from your hand, and your opponent places the top card of their deck in their drop area.
I like that.
Because we were speculating that it might be a mill. If your leader card is Shadow Dragon card, when this card is played from your hand or discarded by a Shadow Dragon card skill, you may look at the top card of your deck. If it's a black Shadow Dragon card, add it to your hand. Otherwise, place it at the bottom of your deck.
Oh wow, I really like this card.
So that's why leader discards.
Yeah, that's
So you
really...
discard this. You get to draw a card, and then you get to reveal the top. Look at the top card of your deck. If you want it in your hand, and it's a Shadow Dragon card, again, it can be an extra card because they get that in every area.
Okay, yeah, wow, cool. Really cool. This art type's really cool, and we've only seen so... Oh man.
And there's another card that I haven't seen. I haven't read yet. It's Sin Shenron Negative Energy Explosion.
That is fire. That card is amazing. So this is a 4 cost. Obviously black cards, so these don't have specified costs, which is interesting. Peter's favourite thing about black. 0.5k, 20k base, deflect, double strike, barrier blocker, all the keywords.
You're not getting rid of this.
Auto, if your leader card is a Shadow Dragon card, when this card is played from your hand or discarded by a Shadow Dragon card skill, look at the top card of your deck. If it's a black Shadow Dragon card, add it to your hand. Place or otherwise place it at the bottom. Can you choose to add it to your hand, or is it?
You can choose. You can choose.
You may add it. Okay. And then activate main battle once per turn. Spirit boost once, which is kind of.
Sorry, even if it didn't say you may add it to your hand, because it says you look at the top card, you don't reveal it.
Oh, okay.
So you can say that it's not a valid target because it's a secret area.
Okay, fair enough. Activate main activate main battle. OPT. Spirit boost. Switch this card to active mode, and your opponent places the top card of the deck in the drop area. Choose up to one Shadow Dragon extra card in your hand and activate it. So that's how you activate the balls, I guess? Because you would have to pay for the balls. Oh. Ultimate Dark Dragon! Slaying Bullet! Good night! Ah! Sin Shenron channeling his Kenny Omega there. Oh, Omega Shenron! Oh, that's such a good pun there. I missed it. Oh, I'm so upset with myself. Take us through it, Peter.
So, for starters, I'm going to point out that permanent. This card gains Shadow Dragon in all areas.
Oh my god. Oh, I love it.
It's a 1-drop counterplay. If your opponent is playing a Unison card, they may either remove a marker from it for every 2 cards in their drop area and warp, or place it in their drop area instead of playing it. If they don't, your opponent can only attack 1 more time for the turn.
That is amazing.
That card is stupid.
That is awesome.
I'm still trying to fully understand how this card works. But as far as I understand, if they're playing a Unison, you do the first one. If they're not playing a Unison, you just stop them from attacking for the turn. That's my understanding. I might be wrong, but it is a counterplay.
Yeah, we'll get some clarity on that.
Yeah, because it's very because the second sentence starts if they don't do what? If they're not playing a Unison, or if they don't remove the markers, or if they don't put it in the drop area.
Exactly, and if yeah.
You see my point. I don't know exactly where that don't comes in. We need a clarification on this one.
So if they don't do any of that, but if they can't do any of that, yeah.
Our point is you're milling your opponent, and at some point your opponent just pays 4 energy for the Unison, and you're like, how many cards in your drop? Oh, 8, right? So would you like it enter with no markers, or would you like to put it in the drop?
That's such a good card.
It's not over. Activate main battle, limit 1. Your opponent chooses one of their battle cards with an energy cost less than the number of cards in the drop area and send it to its owner's warp.
One of the battle cards.
So they need to choose a battle card they control with cost less than the total number of cards in the drop, and they warp that card.
Right, so I have 5.
So you need to choose a 4-drop or less and warp it.
On board, so it's safe. But if I had 6 cards in drop, it would like warp it.
Yep.
Yeah, providing it don't get around barrier though. So that's.
Yeah, it doesn't go around barrier, but the fact is that you can either use it as a counterplay or as a remote serious bomb. Remote serious bomb. And it's activate battle as well. When your opponent goes ham in and combos everything on that final attack, it's just like activate this.
Man, this archetype's wicked already.
And that was only the first one.
Okay, to be fair,
that's a super rare, yeah.
I was thinking that's a really strong card. I'm glad it's a super rare. This is the right power for super rares. Like.
If you see that the counterplay doesn't check for anything, you can literally run it in any deck.
Yeah, this.
Oh, but none of the card actually checks anything. You can run it in any deck.
Super rares having something to chase for. This feels like a very good chase super rare.
It's in any. It works in any deck. I think this is what we needed. It's a counterplay for Unisons.
Yeah, not just that Zamasu, right? Like, So that I think that confirms that Zamasu's not a mistake in the way it's worded.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Cool. Ah! Look at him. He's so sad. No. Why are they all so sad? No. This is depressing. Oh, baby, no. Oh, I can't. My heart. I love them. So this is a 1-drop. Natron Shenron, Power of Darkness, 0/5, only 4k. I really am liking this 4k 1-drop. So you can't just pump it to 10 and make it a lethal swing.
Yeah, it's way harder to make it bigger. I think I like that.
I also like that's a really good way of slowing down the game.
Yeah.
So if your leader card is a Shadow Dragon card, when this card is played, choose up to 1 Shadow Dragon extra card in your drop area, add it to your hand. Cool. Yeah. If your leader card is a Shadow Dragon card, when this card is discarded by a Shadow Dragon card skill, you may look at the top card of your deck. If it's a Black Shadow Dragon card, you may add it to your hand. If not, put it at the bottom. I dig that effect so much.
Yeah. It's amazing. Because I think every single Shadow Dragon has that second skill.
Yeah, so because I initially was thinking, I'm like, oh, do you really want this card to draw? Now you're like, oh yeah, it's advantage.
It's advantage, right? But if you will see, only recursion you have is for extra cards from the drop.
Oh, that's good.
So you don't have a recursion for the battle cards. On the other hand, one of the extra cards is like Nimbus. I will Nimbus you now.
Yeah, true. So yeah.
And he's
Oh
extra
my
card!
God. That looks like Protector of the People on crack. Like,
So the card costs 2. But because you have the 4-drop Sin and the leader Sin, you can activate it for free. Because you get a spirit boost into it.
yeah, and this is a Shadow Dragon as well. So I guess all the extra cards we're going to see are going to have Shadow Dragon.
Yes.
Activate main battle limit 1. If your opponent has a Unison card in play, your opponent places the top card of their deck in the drop area. Your opponent may choose one of their Unison cards and remove 2 markers from it. If they don't, draw 1 card. If they don't, draw a card, then choose it to one of your opponent's battle cards and send it to the warp. So either your opponent loses 2 markers, or you draw a card and warp some.
Yep.
Wow, that's really good. You know what I really like about this as well? It's not locked to Shadow Dragons.
Yeah, I think none of the extra cards are. Beside the negative energy.
Yeah, so this could be a potential like, oh, I need something to deal with Unisons.
Yeah, this card is an amazing sideboard tech.
I would not mind paying 2 for it because it's either you lose 2 markers or you get to warp something and draw a card. Like,
exactly.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, wow, what a great card. What a great card.
The super combo.
Oceanus Shenron. So fun fact about Oceanus, she doesn't change out of this form in Xeno form. Oh my god, if this card game makes a version with her in the dragon form, that'd be insane. I don't think they can, but...
I don't think they...
So that's just a fun thing. So yeah, obviously the deck, I was going to say, next question, do they have a super combo? It's been answered. So she's sparking 5, which makes sense considering you're milling and you're putting the drop quite a bit. And your leader is black, so not just limited to Shadow Dragons, it seems. When this card is used in a combo from your hand, draw a card, and it gets 10k power for the battle, so standard what we see on some sparking combos. But then it has auto limit 1. If your leader card is black and you choose one of your black Unison cards, when you remove a marker from it... When you remove a marker from one of your Unison card skill using a Spirit Boost skill, you may place a card from your hand under the card. If you do, add a marker and draw 1. Ooh!
Yep. So you can super combo by negging the Spirit Boost cost, or by having a 10k combo. This is the one you don't want to discard.
Yeah, of course.
I think this is the only one that doesn't have that. It is an interesting card. But it only works when you combo from hand, so when you resurrect her with Towa, it doesn't work. And when you use a Spirit Boost, you can put her from your hand underneath it to get that marker back and draw a card.
Yeah, that's huge. I hope every color has one of these. But
I think this is a really interesting... like, they always do a spin on the keyword, right? Like we had the rejuvenation. I do hope that this is for every single color, yeah. Because it's not specific to Shadow Dragons in any way.
Yeah, exactly. This feels like it's a black super combo.
Yeah.
It's just on theme for it, but can be used in other decks. Yeah, I hope every color gets one of these.
Are you ready for another good generic black card?
Okay, let's go. Wow! Oh, oh boy. Oceana Shenron, Negative Energy Explosion. Oh, so all of the Shadow Dragons are called Negative Energy Explosion then.
And Power of Darkness in their base form.
So happy. 5 cost, 0/5, 5k power. She's a blocker. Counter check. Choose one card in your hand. Discard it. Negate the attack and play this card. If you played a card, your opponent can't attack for the turn unless they place the top 4 cards of their deck in a drop area each time. Each time, Bandai?
So it is essentially Topo that has a cost, but it needs to be played, so they can't counterplay it. There's more.
Janemba can't play 5 drops.
Yes.
Right. Checking.
I think that's a reason why this is a 5-drop.
Right, okay. Very, very much wanted to make sure this does not work with blue Janemba.
No, it does not.
That would be horrifying.
Yeah. I agree.
So during your opponent's turn, reduce it by... pay 2 for this is totally fair. 100%. Yeah.
It's essentially a red Topo, right? But it also gives you a blocker. So not only you negate the attack. They have additional cost to attack. You get still to block.
Yeah, and I love how this is just generic for black. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, she's great. Oh, so good.
I mean, she's not only for black.
Oh wait, well, oh yeah, it'll work in any deck because it's so good, so good. Yeah, happily pay two to yeah. Do you want to mill 4 cards? Oh, Cooler Mill. Cooler Mill likes this. Choose 1 card in your hand, discard it. Oh wait, we've already done that effect. That's cost, right?
Yes, in this case it's a cost. It's not like Topo.
Right, so it's not going to trigger because you discarded for a Shadow Dragon effect. It's because you discarded for cost, right? It's
It
like
doesn't
Beerus'
matter.
ruling.
It's still a skill. The costs are still skill in this game.
Yeah,
So
but
if you
can't
just
do that for Beerus.
it doesn't say battle card skill. It's a card skill. Beerus
Interesting.
says specifically battle card, and that's why it only works with a card that's
right.
on the board.
So
this one
will proc.
This will proc. Yes, this will proc all of them.
That's insane. That is insane. Like,
Also, she's going to proc herself when she's played because they also work when they're played from hand.
And then she has that bottom skill of if she's
Yeah.
okay, cool. Yeah.
They keep on replacing themselves. You're not running out of cards.
This is insane.
There's one more card. Just one. Just one more.
Oh, just one more for the day. I don't need to see any more. Ultimate Whirlwind Spin. A lot of this is new art, by the way, because this is never. I've not seen this in Heroes, and I've done a lot of. I did as much research as you fucking could for the Xeno Shadow Dragons in England, which we have a video of it. Go and check it out. It's going to be very relevant now. Thank you, Bandai. This is a totally punt in the dark on that one, and it paid off so good. Ultimate Whirlwind Spin, one black. Obviously, it's the Shadow Dragon. Activate main black, but activate main blackle.
Main blackle.
Limit 1. If your leader is black, so generic again, I guess, sort of mid.
To any black.
Okay.
But you'll see.
Look at top 5 for a Shadow Dragon battle card. Among them, add it to your hand. You may choose 1 black Shadow Dragon card in your hand, discard it. If you do up to one of your is that written wrong, or am I just being an idiot right now? If you do up to one of your leader cards,
so you may choose 1 black Shadow Dragon card in your hand, discard it. If you do discard, up to one of your leader card gets plus 1,000 power for the turn.
Right, yeah, okay, no, it does make sense. I'm just being an idiot. Right, that's actually really good. Like,
it puts that awkward number on your leader, right?
Awkward number, and then you get to look at the top card of your deck.
I mean, to be fair, defensively, we already talked about that 1k makes a difference because that makes your leader essentially a 20k defensive.
Yes.
Because they need to hit that.
Plus, then your leader's also a blocker as well, so this is going to be such a fun deck to fuck with. Wow, I mean...
You can see why I'm in love with this deck, right? This is my type of gimmick.
Like, Lockie, I don't know. I think that made it very clear was from my reactions is how much I like this. But
I think you will like I think you would prefer the other cards that have been spoiled more, though. The leaked cards.
So I guess that's Sundays, tomorrow?
Yeah, I think that's tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah, so final thoughts on today.
I'm in love.
Yeah, man.
This is a good design. I feel like this is designed the same way as Dark Broly was initially for me. It was something else.
Yeah. Like, it's black, but it doesn't feel black. It's like its own thing.
It's like black is a color.
Black is a color. Oh, we have to get that on the shirt.
Yes.
Yeah, that was so funny. Guys, if you don't know what we're talking about, go and watch yesterday's video. Oh, so funny. But yes, we are, of course, Players Guild. I am Scott Sedman, joined by Loki Smith. Guys, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let us know in the comments below. Are you excited for the Xeno Shadow Dragons? Do you want to know more about the Xeno Shadow Dragons? Because there's a video on the channel that lets you know. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Spoiler season, baby, coming through.